Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am going to be playing around with some goodies that Rude Cosmetics sent over my way. These are items that I haven't tried before but was curious about. They pretty much let me just go shopping on their website. I requested a few items to try and I'm going to let you know whether they work or not, whether I like them or not, and all that good stuff. If you're not familiar with Rude Cosmetics, it is a very affordable beauty brand. They carry skincare as well as makeup, which most of their stuff is makeup anyway. But I think they're mostly known for their packaging. They have like fun and like different packaging. I think it's fun and different. They have great quality products with an array of shades and colors available to us all, which I think is absolutely amazing. I've featured them here on my channel before. I've mainly featured their their setting sprays, some of their primers. I've featured their eyeshadow palettes, which honestly the pigmentation, the formulation of their eyeshadow palettes is absolutely amazing. Here's one. For example, look how creative and fun this packaging is. When you open her up, you have like a face palette here, and then you have for your eyes. I think this is super creative. I love how small they made it, because a lot of like your face palettes that you open up like this are like ginormo, and that's kind of like annoying. So it's not very travel friendly, but this definitely, I lost a little like plastic insert, but this definitely is travel friendly. So we're gonna play around with this one. This is their Nude York Times Square Face and Eye Palette. But before we get into it, I wanna try their complexion. I haven't tried their complexion yet, so this is gonna be a first for me. They sent over their concealer. To be exact, it's called the Sculpting Concealer Conceal and Contour Highlighter. I don't know if it has shimmer in it or not. We will see. I got it in the shade Buff. It looks like it'll be a decent color for my under eye. And then they have the Stopped the Pressed powder. And this is in light tan. This also looks like it might be a decent shade for me, so we'll see. Okay, friends, my hair is pulled back and away from my face. Let's open up the compact and see. So it is a clear like cap in the front. You can see right through it, which I think is convenient, so you can see the shade immediately and you can see whether it's like crumbled, broken or not. Have you not had a compact that is completely closed, like the MAC one, and then it like crumbles in your bag or something, and then when you open it up, everything is falling apart? I kind of like the fact that this is see-through because it allows me to see whether or not it breaks or not. But that's like a personal preference thing. This is the shade Light Tan. And when you pull open, you get the mirror anyway. So it's not like they're skipping out on the mirror, and you do get a little powder puff. I have a primer slash moisturizer on my skin already. So let's dive in. Let me kind of slide my little fingers in here. I'm gonna do a nice little, okay, let's see. I'll say this seems to be a really nice color match. Is it like 100% spot on? Probably not. Maybe it's like one shade lighter than it needs to be. Doing half of my face so that we can kind of compare the coverage. And you guys know me, I can definitely go full 100% heavy coverage and make it look all natural and amazing, but I don't necessarily like the feeling of really heavy coverage. This is kind of like the coverage that I like. Very wearable, everyday, glam type of situation. Can still see my freckles coming through. So I'm not mad at it. At the end of the day, you could always color correct and conceal the areas that are problematic to your skin. That's generally what I do if I want it to look really, really full coverage with still, you know, seeing some naturally situations going on my skin. So, okay. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, I was able to just do the one and apply that all over my face, and that's the coverage that I have right now. Yes, it is slightly lighter than I need, but once you bronze, you won't even notice that. So let's bypass the shade Issue, which is not a big one anyway. And let's see. I think it balanced out the redness of my skin. I did apply it under my eye, and it even like brightened my under eye slightly. I still need the concealer, but I see a difference for sure. Okay, I mean, that was literally just me doing this once and applying it all over my face. So clearly a little bit is gonna go a very long way. I'm gonna apply what I need on the other side of my face just so that we can even it out. And as a reminder, I have normal combination skin, therefore, you know, the results can vary on my skin because I'm not super oily, or if anything, I'm not oily at all most of the time. Now, really looking at it, now that the powder's all over my face, yes, it is about a shade and a half lighter than I need. It is okay. We're gonna go ahead and make this work. We're gonna bronze and hook it up, but I want to go in and conceal with their shade Buff because it neutralized like how dark my under eyes was to begin with. I'm only gonna do this in this area. I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm gonna bring it about halfway, kind of like almost a fake little crescent moon. And then in this case, I'm gonna use my finger to tap it in place and blend it out. I can use a sponge, but I definitely want the coverage. And I find that using a brush under my eyes leaves like these little bristle marks that I do not like. And I don't want to get discouraged from using brushes on my skin like for the rest of my face, because I've kind of fallen in love with using brushes right now to apply foundation and stuff, so I don't want to get discouraged. So I'm just doing the tappy tappy, boom, boom, boom. I have the coverage that I need and the blend that I need, so we're good, see? Pretty. I grab my mirror, I'm bringing it up close because I really want to see what this looks like on the skin. First of all, the concealer looks beautiful under the skin. It is not super heavy. It gives me beautiful coverage. It says illuminating, right? But it doesn't have like shimmer in it, but it does brighten. So I'm not mad at it. I wonder how it's gonna play with powder over it, because I always set my concealer, even though it's not really tacky, it's just slightly tacky, I'm still gonna set it with a powder. So I wonder how it's gonna play with that. Other than that, my skin so far is looking good. I should place an order and get a darker foundation. Either way, my mirror is gonna be right here. I'm gonna set this really quickly and I'll be right back. Okay, I set my under eyes. It actually looks really pretty. I mean, yes, it looks in person so much better, kind of like airbrushed, because I used my Givenchy powder, but other than that, it looks really pretty. For the rest of the face, it is a powder, so I don't feel like I need to powder on top of the powder, but I wanted to show you. This is their Puff the Magic powder. I will be carrying this with me in my bag 24/7. This is their banana shade, and look how cool this is. It is a like powder with a brush. You twist to lock and then you twist to unlock, but the long and short of it is you kind of go like this and the powder like saturates the brush, and then you can set your skin with it. I think this is extremely fun and convenient for travel purposes, and or like if you need to set your skin throughout the day. It is beautiful to have in your bag, and the fact that it locks, because I've seen something like this before, not this exact one. I've seen something similar to this, like the whole idea behind it, but it wouldn't lock. So literally you would take the cap off and there was powder everywhere. In another situation, alternatively, I've tried another version of this, but not by this brand, and it didn't work. Oh, cool. And then you can also do this and close your brush. That is actually super convenient. Okay, I kind of want to unlock it. It's unlocked. And I want to do one of these to get some powder down. Oh, that smells pretty. For first time use, it's going to take quite some time to get it out because it is such a thick brush for your face. However, look, the powder is definitely doing, it's doing its thing. I'm actually pretty excited for this. Okay, I'm gonna twist it. I'm going to lock it, and then I'm going to close the cap, and then we're good to go. While I work on the rest of my face, I am going to apply their lip. It's like a lip balm, okay? It's a lip balm. It is called the Rude Cosmetics Virginish Lip Glow. It is a color enhancer. So my understanding is that I apply this and it's gonna give me whatever color my lips is really supposed to be. Oh, that is really pinky and pretty. It is an enhancer because my lips don't naturally look this pink and pretty. I like that. It's kind of like a color changing lip gloss where it's gonna give you like the best shade of pink or like orange or whatever for your lips in stick form. Now that we know that we love this lip glow enhancer situation, I want to move on in and kind of bronze my skin because we still looking dead right about now. The only bit of life we have is the lips. I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush. We're gonna dip into this palette. I'm glad it's here because I completely forgot that this palette came with a bronzer. Okay, the bronzer is cute. Maybe a little too yellow for me. Or at least for my liking. Not that it looks bad. But I like my bronzers to have a little more of like a grayer undertone. I find that it works a little better like that, like for my olive skin tone. By the way, let me dish. Baby G has 2 little teeth finally coming through. We found out this weekend, just like a few days ago. And I am so excited. I keep checking for it. Yes. Which means drooling will subside. Not that it's going to go away, but there'll definitely be less drooling. And hopefully she won't be whining and crying as much at night, which makes me so happy. I think my skin looks pretty good right about now. We're gonna go ahead and skip on the highlighter for a quick second because they sent over one of their cream blushes in the shade Mochi. Boom, that's pretty. It is a pink. It is more of a dusty pink type of shade. And y'all know I've been into creams lately, so I'm excited for this. Okay, the cream is beautiful and it's setting to a powder, so you don't feel it really like at all. But I don't like how it's separating the foundation. I don't like that. At least on this side, it's just not working. This cream on top of the powder, it's just not the jam. Like, you see what I'm saying? It looks a little on the crusty side. So, alternatively, I'm gonna spray this side so I can like moisten the skin. Then I'll go in with the blush and we're gonna try that. My Tarte Maracuja Magic Mist situation. Okay, now that it's like nice and moist, I have to work fast. Let's apply that on top and see if it makes a difference. You know, like when you wet the powder, maybe everything will blend a lot better on top with these formulas. Yep, I was right. It looks so much better on the side that I sprayed with the mist. Once I blend it in, it looks so good. And then this one is a little on the patchy side. I'm gonna kind of spray it, see if I can like blend it out and make it work, because this looks really pretty. This one here, not so much. So it looks a lot better once you spray it. I did have to apply a little more and then kind of blend in, but it looks good. I'm not upset about it. I am gonna dip into this palette with a brush to use the highlighter. And due to past experience, I do know that their highlighters are really like in your face. So I am, see? So I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush. This here is a Soft Blend 10 by Sigma. So we have to go in and blend it in a little bit. Well, that looks really pretty. I'm gonna apply whatever's left on the brush on the tip of my nose. I have a pretty pointy nose already as it is, so I don't like to overdo my highlight whenever I do apply highlight, because otherwise I look like the Tin Man. Also, my lips are like really pink. I didn't even reapply. It's just evolved to the pretty pink that it is, and I like it. I wonder if it stains though. I'm gonna end up taking this off. Not that I want to, but I'm curious to see if it stains the lip. Oh, it did. Guys, it definitely stained the lip. I like that. So even when it kind of fades away, it leaves you with a beautiful flush on your lips. I'm gonna reapply, but I'm loving this already. I used their very own concealer to prime my lids. That way I have a nice base for the eyeshadows. And we're gonna keep the eyes simple. I feel like we just need to go simple today. Nonetheless, simple does not mean boring, at least not in my book. So we're gonna dip into this kind of cream shade. It's like a more creamy tan type of shade. I'm tapping out. I'm gonna take my brush at an angle, so sideways, and I'm gonna apply that on the crease. Reminds me of like Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee. And this one over here is like Makeup Geek's Cocoa Bear. If you're like, that's an OG, but if you know, you know. With a flat shader brush, I am going to dip, I think, into Sutton Place, which is a very pretty, like shimmery, frosty Barbie pink. And I'm gonna take that along the inner portion of the eye. I'm gonna bring it about like halfway. Off the bat, I can tell you this formula is so creamy. My brush is picking it up beautifully. It's blending, I mean, easy peasy. I'm gonna go into Gramercy with the tip of that brush that I used initially. Tap out, and I'm just going to tap that out here. I kind of want to add a little bit of lovin' on the outer corner. I'm gonna play around with that shade out here just a tad. And I'm not gonna blend it out too much. I don't want it to be super deep, but I also don't want it to kind of disappear on me. So I'm just gonna like pat it and then pull, pat it and pull. I'm gonna take that very same brown and we're gonna pop that on the lower portion of the eye, but only on like the outer portion and then bringing it halfway through. What's up? You like it now? You too? Do you like it now though? Hi. Hello, you're finally smiling. You got your way. She totally got her way. She's been here minding her business and then she starts crying like, okay, I'm done. I've been patient. Come get me. Right? You're in a better mood now? Yeah, I love you. You're so cute. Okay. You're gonna see the top of her head. I put a mirror right in front of her and she is just mesmerized with her own beauty. But as you guys can see, I moved along. I applied a little bit of mascara on my top and lower lashes. I popped some lashes on and filled in my brows. I just realized I forgot to show you guys. Where is that? The lip liner they sent my way, and it is a beautiful nude shade. So I feel like we're gonna take this off. We already know it works. We know what it looks like. I love it. But I really want to try the lip liner because I feel like this lip liner is going to look amazing with the eyes. And just like we talked about, my lips are stained. Okay, now let's move on in to trying the lip liner. Hopefully she will allow me. You know what? This is such a pretty shade. I feel like I want to fill my lips in completely with this color. Okay, so this lip shade is actually very pretty on its own. I also feel like it would look so much better had I not had like the magic lip enhancer under it and I didn't have the stainage left behind. I'm really happy with the look I was able to create with all of these products. So if you're like me and so many of us who are balling on a budget, I think Rude Cosmetics is a great way to go to snag really great products. They're super innovative, different, affordable, pigmented. I mean, you name it, it's there. Now you guys know I try to get you guys a discount code with every chance that I get, and I don't necessarily get any commission with most of them. Now with Rude Cosmetics, they offered a discount code. I have it here. I'm gonna pop it here on screen for you guys. It's going to be good for 1 entire year, and then if I need to kind of like renew it, I will if you guys want me to. But you will save 10% off your order with Rude Cosmetics. Take advantage of the discount code. It's always gonna be in the description box down below, so that way no matter what you'll find it. Okay guys, that is a wrap for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know down below if there are any of these items that you want to snag for yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!